While everyone's chasing the obvious gold mines in the AI boom, selling ChatGPT prompts, automating Etsy stores, churning out faceless YouTube videos, a quieter revolution is unfolding. Beneath the surface of mainstream tutorials and viral side hustle threads lies a layer of underexploited, often weird, occasionally brilliant ways to turn artificial intelligence into real, sustainable income. These aren't the ideas getting millions of views on TikTok. They're the ones being quietly tested in niche forums, obscure newsletters, and back channels between AI tinkerers. These are the AI side hustles that no one is talking about. Yet. Let's start with something deceptively simple. Prompts. Everyone's selling them, from $9 Notion GPT packs to $99 productivity super bundles. But a growing breed of digital operators are doing something entirely different. They're not just writing prompts, they're creating systems. They're building what you might call dark prompting, multi-step, tailored prompt sequences that function more like software than static instructions. These hidden frameworks, often embedded within tools like Notion or low-code dashboards, can write professional grant proposals, simulate a tone-matching ghostwriter, or even replicate the flow of a customer service team. But the real trick? They're not selling the prompts, they're selling access. By wrapping these prompt systems in a simple interface, sometimes through no-code tools like TypeDream, Softer, or custom GPTs, people are creating micro SaaS system-style services without ever touching a line of code. One person might offer a startup pitch polisher for early-stage founders. Another might build a client outreach generator specifically for design agencies. Clients think they're using a specialized app. In reality, they're talking to a curated AI wrapped in a compelling user experience. These hidden tools are often subscription-based, and because they solve specific, valuable problems, they can charge real money. While most people focus on what AI can generate, very few are using it to personalize, and that's where an entirely new side hustle is quietly taking off. Imagine working with content creators, not to make more content, but to help them deepen their relationship with their audience. Using AI as a behind-the-scenes personalization engine, you can help influencers and YouTubers respond to their fans in a human-like way, tailor messages to superfans, even automate thoughtful responses to birthday DMs or event reminders. The tech stack is lightweight, some combination of GPT-4, Notion, or Airtable, and basic automation tools like Zapier or Make. But the real product isn't the automation, it's the intimacy. Busy creators don't want to feel robotic, but they also don't have time to be deeply personal with every follower. That's where your AI-enhanced service lives. You're offering what looks and feels like bespoke relationship management, but with AI doing the heavy lifting. Call it AI-powered fan engagement. Charge a premium, and if you really want to scale, license your process to virtual assistants who work with high-volume creators. Education is another overlooked frontier. There's a massive growing group of parents turning to homeschooling and alternative education models. The problem? Planning, grading, and curriculum creation are exhausting and time-consuming. Most parents aren't teachers. They're just trying to give their kids something better. AI in this context becomes a curriculum engine. Imagine offering custom-tailored educational plans for kids based on their age, interests, and learning goals. One child loves dinosaurs and space, the curriculum reflects that. Another needs extra support with dyslexia, the AI adapts accordingly. With a few well-crafted prompt templates and a little domain knowledge, you could deliver full weekly learning plans complete with lesson objectives, reading materials, quizzes, grading rubrics, and feedback mechanisms, all in under an hour. Parents would happily pay for this, especially if it feels curated and ongoing. You're not just selling education, you're selling peace of mind, confidence, and time. Then there's something that might sound completely niche, until you realize how emotionally resonant it is. Digital memory curation. Families and individuals are sitting on mountains of unstructured digital history. Emails, scanned letters, journals, even social media exports. Some of it is heartbreaking, some of it is beautiful, all of it is chaotic. But with the right AI tools, it can be transformed into something meaningful. This is where AI-enhanced storytelling meets digital restoration. You take fragments, a grandfather's wartime letter, a decade of family emails, or even old MySpace posts, and use AI to stitch them into a coherent, often touching narrative. You clean up grammar and typos, you recreate missing pieces, you add visual flair with AI-generated illustrations. Suddenly, you're not just making content, you're preserving a legacy. Families will pay hundreds, sometimes thousands for this service, because what you're delivering isn't a product, it's a gift. Of course, not everyone wants to deal with clients or emotions. For those who prefer quiet autonomy, ghost operating microbrands powered entirely by AI may be the ultimate play. Here's how that works. You create tiny online brands, digital planners, affirmation cards, visual quote sites, aesthetic blog newsletters, where every component is AI generated. GPT writes the copy, Midjourney creates the art, 11 Labs adds voiceovers. You build a simple website, hook up payments through Gumroad or Lemon Squeezy, and let it run. Each brand might only make a few hundred a month, but with a few dozen of them, you've built a decentralized, low-maintenance income stream. What makes this interesting is the illusion of humanity. You create characters, fictional founders, brand personas, niche aesthetics that make each micro-brand feel personal. The AI does the work. You keep your name off it. It's like passive income cosplay. Still, if you're more socially inclined, there's a strange new hustle in becoming what might be called an algorithm whisperer. Solopreneurs and micro-influencers are obsessed with cracking the content code. They want more reach, more followers, more engagement, but most of them are guessing. You can change that. By analyzing their best performing posts, identifying patterns in structure, tone, topic, and timing, and then feeding that data back into a prompt chain, you can generate new content that's not just on brand, it's optimized to trigger the same reactions. Think of it as offering growth hacking, but with AI as your strategy partner. You might package this as a one-off content audit, a monthly calendar subscription, or even a done-for-you caption vault. You're not a social media manager, you're their secret weapon. And speaking of secrets, here's one almost no one is using yet. AI-powered multilingual content duplication. Many English-speaking YouTubers and TikTok creators have global appeal, but they're locked into one language. Translating their content manually is slow and expensive. With the right stack, GPT-4, DeepL, Whisper for transcription, 11 Labs, or HeyGen for voice replication, you can create seamless Spanish, Hindi, or Portuguese versions of their content. You preserve tone, timing, and nuance. You offer it as a growth unlock, not just a translation service. Suddenly, your client is doubling or tripling their audience, and you're quietly billing $500 to $1,500 per month per creator. At scale, this becomes its own agency. Now for something more playful, but no less profitable. There's a rising demand for aesthetic identity services. People want help curating their style, from clothing to decor to personal brand. You can offer this as an AI stylist for niche identities. Think cottagecore wardrobes, cyberpunk apartment makeovers, soft goth brand kits. You gather a few inputs, a client's interests, favorite colors, Instagram handle, and generate full aesthetic blueprints, complete with images, outfits, and product suggestions. You're selling visual identity in a box. Add affiliate links, and suddenly, your art project is a funnel. What ties all of this together is simple. The people succeeding in these underground AI hustles aren't selling AI. They're selling outcomes. They're not saying, I use ChatGPT to help you. They're saying, I'll get your Twitter account to 10,000 followers. Or, I'll build you a homeschool plan that fits your kid perfectly. Or, I'll turn your father's old love letters into a book you'll cry reading. In every case, AI is the engine, but the offer is emotional, concrete, human. So here's the play. Start small. Pick a strange, underserved niche. Use AI to deliver value faster, better, and more affordably than anyone else. Don't just automate tasks, transform experiences. Package it in a way that makes people feel like they're being given superpowers, not just tech. And move fast, because while everyone else is trying to go viral with recycled prompt packs and Midjourney t-shirts, the real opportunities lie in the cracks, in the overlooked. If you like this video, make sure to check our video on how you can make money just by visiting a library near you. It's not as difficult as you think. See you in the next one.